Hey, Brennan, thanks for joining us today. How would you say you performed in the first game of the season?
I feel like it was very productive. I feel like I put together a nice first image of myself as a real runner. I contributed a good amount in the running game and got some good passes. So I feel like it was successful.
Were you surprised to be able to play as much and contribute as much as you did?
I wouldn't say surprised. I put in a lot of work, and we've put in a lot of work during the summer. So not surprised, but I was glad that we got off to a good fast start.
How did you end up at UTSA? Can you kind of tell us the story about, the whole process of?
Well, I decided at the end of last year when I was finishing up my degree at UMass that I wanted to transfer. So with that being said, I put my name into the portal, and I'm not sure how me and Coach Stein got into contact, but we started communicating a little bit, built a little bit of relationship, and yeah, I know.
Was it hard not being able to visit the school because of the pandemic going on to kind of decide on UTSA?
It was a little hard at first, but with constant conversations and understanding where he's coming from as a coach and understanding, what they're trying to do as an offense, it made it a little bit easier. Even though I did not come in the spring how I was playing, I still was comfortable when I came in the summer.
All right, I'm going to come back and ask some more questions. Some other guys are going to ask some more questions.
Hey, Greg, you're up.
Brennan, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm wondering, what are your standout traits, or what do you feel like you bring to the team specifically?
Speed, just a deep ball threat. That's something that I hold myself very high on since I've got to college. Just be able to stretch the field and you get behind the defense.
What allowed you to come in here and be a single-digit jersey guy and one of the leaders of the group right away? How did you establish that role?
Well, I knew from day one that I wanted respect for my teammates, and coming in as a fifth-year senior all the time, it's not you always kind of looked at it as the oddball a little bit. So I wanted to come in and just know that I'm all about ball, being from the East Coast and first time being down south and playing in Texas. It's a big step. So I just wanted to get the respect from those guys and just come in every day, them knowing that I'm gonna put in the work every day and not have a day off.
Yeah, Coach mentioned you're 23. You have a lot of experience, one of the older guys on the team. How does that help you adapt to a new situation or be ready to come in here and hit the ground running?
Well, from my experience, I understand what they're trying to do as an offense. So I understand play calling, when they're calling certain things, why they're calling it. So it just, from my experience, it was easy as a transition. Like, it was certain plays I understood why, I understood the concept and the scheme. So it was just a hand in a glove.
Do you have to sort of earn the respect of the other guys in the wide receiver room for them to look up to you, or how does that process take hold as a new guy coming into the situation?
Well, the first day I met everyone, I just wanted to let them know, just not even from talking too much, but just from my actions, being the guy to go hard every rep, being tired, or if there's something that I didn't do correctly in a route, running it back and doing it over again, just being a perfectionist. So really, I just say just my action, not more so what I say, but just more so what I do, and just putting that foot forward at all times, just setting an example.
We were just talking to Joshua Cephas, and he mentions that, you might see something with him that you can give him a pointer here or there, or offer him help with maybe a route or getting off the line of scrimmage or whatever. What is your relationship like, and how much feedback do you try to offer different guys during practice or afterward?
Well, I would say I have a unique relationship with individually every receiver on the team, but I just try to just every time I see something small, just to give them a little bit of feedback. And even when they see something that I did wrong, just give me some feedback. Because, just that peer evaluation is always good to help elevate your game. Just them seeing something in you that you didn't do as much, or that you could have did a little bit better, just going to elevate you a little bit. And that's what we kind of do as a group, just keeping eyes and tabs on each other to make sure we holding ourselves to that standard of always winning and going all out.
Is it tough to do that in the right way? I'm sure some guys don't like or want to be criticized or given pointers sometimes. Like, how do you make sure that you're kind of handling that appropriately?
Well, to kind of tap into that, it's like it's that trust aspect of it. Just knowing that you getting information from a guy that goes in and day out, put in the work, and that he's just trying to genuinely help you more so and care for you, and just want to see you do good. But that's really it. Just that respect factor and that trust factor is big within our room. And I feel like even though it might have started off as okay, we coaching each other up, or we might be being petty or whatever, but as it started to work and we gelled together as an offense and as a receiving core, it's like I want that criticism from every guy in the room, and they want the same thing as well.
Did I see right that you and Rudy Gay are is it cousins or related in some way?
Yeah, that's my second cousin.
Do you guys have a relationship? Do you talk at all, or what's that?
Yeah, definitely. He was at the game on Saturday as well.
Oh, cool. Did that play into your decision to come to San Antonio at all?
Surprisingly, no, but it's kind of weird how it all happened. But yeah, he's here.
Do you have any other family here?
No, just him.
Gotcha. So was it tough to leave in a situation where you had an established role and come somewhere where you have a fresh start, or what was the mindset like of wanting something new at this point in your career?
Well, I just knew that I loved UMass. I always, picture myself being there, but I just felt if I wanted to extend my plan in my career, I wanted to just try something new, fresh start, new coaches, new place. So just try something new, and I'll figure out what it was, and I feel like this was definitely where I was supposed to be.
Do you have any specific goals for what you want to accomplish in your time here?
I just want to make plays, do as best as I can for my team every week, and just be out there, just set an example. That's pretty much it.
Got it. Thank you, Brennan.
No problem.
Hey, JJ, did you have anything else?
Yeah, Brennan, I just wanted to ask you how you thought the offense looked overall in the first game of the season.
I would say we were very efficient. We got a lot done on the run game, and that was big for the receivers because we wanted to get our hands in there and have a part of, the run game, flushing guys out. So I would say definitely we were definitely productive and good. Like I feel like the tempo was good, everything was good. We gelled together well. Still just a little bit more. Need a little bit more.
Coach Traylor had said you guys were kind of conservative in the second half, kind of by design. Do you feel like we'll see things open up as the season goes on?
They definitely will. They definitely will. It's just first game. You can't throw everything out there the first game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So that's all.
I also wanted to ask you about your reception where you kind of wrestled the ball away from the defensive back. What did you see on that play, and then what was it just like, coming away with that ball?
Well, initially I seen that the safety was kind of high and off to the hash a little bit. So when I stemmed inside, got vertical, and I pushed forward and kind of created that like post angle, I didn't see another safety, so I just wanted to get as far and as deep down the field as possible. So as I continued to run downfield, I seen that Frank got hit when he threw the ball. So I was just running, and I thought I was wide open at first, but I seen him in my peripheral as I kept running down the field, and I knew that I was going to have to jump and shield and get the ball. He actually had a hand on it first, but thankfully that I came down with it.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, Brennan, JJ's questions, they reminded me, I wanted to ask you about the blocking aspect for you guys as receivers. How much of a focus is that downfield blocking and trying to open up the run game?
It is the main focus, because if we can't do anything, at most that we can do is have 100% effort on the perimeter and just controlling that aspect of the game. If you got all 11 guys blocking, you can't be stopped.
Does that come naturally to you guys, or was it sort of a process to build up the desire and the ability to do that?
I would say at first we didn't harp on it as much, but then once we got into that third day of camp and we got the pads on a little bit and started able to touch guys a little bit more, then that's when it became crucial. And we seen that when we block downfield and strain a little bit more with that 100% fanatical effort, then that's when we dominate, and that's the standard.
Do you guys take pride in that or enjoy doing that? I know there's the common reputation with receivers that they just want to get the ball and things like that, but how much do you guys enjoy that other aspect of the game?
I mean, we love it because it's just like catching a touchdown. You driving downfield, and for example, the play that Cephas had when Frank scored, he's driving the defender back, and Frank scores an easy touchdown. It's like without that block, he would not have scored. So it's just part of the offense. It just makes us a whole lot better as an offense as a whole. Gotta have it.